Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to give you 3 tips on concert low light photography, and if you stay tuned to the end of the video I'm going to give you a 4th tip that's just a general tip that's good for low light, bright light, whatever, but it's going to be a 4th tip that's going to be in there. And I'm going to start the video off with this. Okay, and you may not think this tip is all that, but when you compare it to this, it makes a huge difference. And when you're working in low light, you're in the dark. So if you notice, this battery is black. So if you drop this battery in a crowded area that's dark, it's hard to find. So what I've done in this case is I've taken and I've used a white reflective paint and I put it on the battery so that you're able to, well, makes it easier to spot. And then the other thing I do is you can either carry a pin flashlight, or I've got this glove that I got on Amazon, and it's got flashlights on the fingertips, and it's real nice because I can take my fanny pack, look inside of it, and see various things in there and figure out what I'm doing. So if you drop something in a volatile environment like the pit area, or oh god, if you're out in the public area, you drop a lens cap, you drop a battery, you drop a memory card or something like that, it's nice to have something reflective that you can take and you can see it, and makes it easier to find. These batteries are somewhere in the neighborhood of about $50 a piece. So if you drop one, you're going to cry. I'm Robert Maxfield, and welcome to Max Concert Photography, where we talk everything concert photography related. And today, we're going to talk tips in low light. On the first tip, the paint, the reflective paint, you can get in a pen kind of thing and use it. It works like a Marks-a-Lot, and it's very handy. In the past, I've used colored fluorescent dots about the size of a penny on each of the lens caps or on the tail caps, and that works to a certain extent. It's your own preference. Figure out what you like, and just so long as it doesn't destroy your camera by getting gunk in it or something like that, you should be fine. But that's the first tip. Tip number 2 has got a few different parts to it, so we're going to start off with the first thing. If you insist on using just one camera, make sure that one camera will do everything you need, and make sure it's all trimmed out to take care of everything. I'll give you an example. I've got this one right here, and this is normally my backup camera. Actually, this is normally my primary camera with my wide to short telephoto zoom on it. But if you notice, it's got a couple things that are very different. And the first thing on this one is it has got a battery power grip attached to it. Now, for the D800, this battery grip is $426 if you were to buy it new when you go and look in most places. But I got mine at KEH, and it was $90, $89.99, something like that. It is the OEM. It is a Nikon version, and they do make like Vivitar and other different companies make grips for it for a lot less money. But when you can buy one used in good shape with all the clips for um, for under $100, that's a good deal. So that's one of the first things about this camera, and tip number 2. The second tip is this camera's got a 28-105 zoom on it. There are a lot of people out there wanting to swap lenses in the middle of a dark concert venue, and that's a bad idea. One, they can get damaged. One, they can get lost. They can get all kinds of junk happen to your camera body. anytime you take your camera lens off your camera body during a concert, especially if you got people moving around near you, that's a bad idea. So in this case, I picked the 28-105, which is wide angle to short telephoto. It's got enough depth to reach me into the drummer if I'm up in the pit area. It's got almost, for the most part, most of the time, enough width that I can get the whole entire band into one shot. So tip number 2 is have a camera that has the lens that you want on it. This grip carries a second battery, so you doubled your battery power. In this case, it has dual memory cards, and what I've done is I've selected just enough memory card to get me through with what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm getting ready to set this up for a major festival, and I've gone to 64 gig cards in it. I don't put anything like 128s or 256s or anything like that in any of my machines because there's no need. It's a waste of money. I never shoot anything most of the time above 32 gig, but the 64 gives me a little bit of leeway. I thought that'd be a good idea this time. So tip number 2, make sure you have a fully trimmed out camera that does everything you want so that you don't have to change any batteries. You don't have to change any lenses. You don't have to change any SD or compact flash cards. The camera should be ready to rock and roll from the start. No messing with it. If you got 3 songs and you're out, you want to spend that 3-song time taking pictures. Essentially, doubling your battery life and not having to worry about it is a real good thing. So 2 batteries instead of 1, double your time. I'm shooting the concert, less to have to worry about. Man, I'm going to do it. Tip number 3, the less you have to deal with, the better off you are. And one of the biggest hassles you have to deal with in the media area, in a public area, front of house, it doesn't matter where, is once you take the lens cap off of your camera, where the hell does it go? Well, a lot of people take it and they stick it in their pocket or they stick it in their back pocket, and they have a problem because when you kneel down, one, it hits you in the crotch, which is bad, or if you sit on it, it cracks it like a graham cracker, which is terrible. So you break a lens cap or you lose a lens cap, and you got that cap covers a $500 to $2,500 piece of equipment, and there's no longer a cover and protection for it. So this next tip is a little $2 thing that saves you a lot of headache and can save you a lot of money, and that's that. This is called a cap keeper. You see them in a lot of camera stores or hanging on the junk rack. It's kind of like going to the grocery store and seeing, when you go into the checkout line, you see all the different candies and stuff. It's one of those afterthought kind of things. But this little jewel is $2, and it sticks on the front of your lens cap. And then when you take off your lens cap, you just let it hang. You don't have to fumble with it. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It's attached to the camera. And then when you're through with it, you just put it right back on, and there's your cap. No loss, no damage, no nothing. $2. And the 4th tip for this video. A lot of people do not consider the strap, their camera strap, for anything they do, as a matter of fact. So in this case, we're going to talk camera strap, and especially it works well in low light. But for the most part, most people, they go out, they buy a camera, and they say, oh man, I got to let somebody know that I got that really cool camera. So they go out and they put the original manufacturer strap. It says Canon or Nikon or Sony or whatever. And all that does is advertise to people that I've got a Nikon camera. That sounds expensive. So I think I'll go over and have this guy over here steal it. See something wrong with that? I think I do. Anyway, if that doesn't work, what they do is they say, well, I don't like that strap. It's too thin. It's kind of rough. I don't like it. So they go and they get a guitar type strap. And this has been the traditional strap for cameras since probably the late 1960s and 1970s. It's traditional and it's decorative. You can get it in any kind of pattern that you want and all that good stuff. This one's a pretty good one. I think this one cost me $15 from B&H. But when you get into gear, you need something that's going to be better than this. Okay, this is my main rig, and this camera right here with lens and power grip weighs very close to 10 pounds. It is extremely heavy. And the mistake that a lot of people make is they take and they get a strap that only supports the body, and that's a problem. This lens is an 80 to 200 f2.8 Nikon. It is a professional grade lens. It is professional grade lenses, especially when you get into the bigger lenses, 7200s, the longer than that, or the ultra wides. They start to get a lot of heft and a lot of weight, and thus, if you support everything from the body and you let that lens hang, you risk the possibility of having that lens rip the camera mount out of the body. I mean, right here, this goes poof, and it is gone, crashing the lens, tearing up your camera. You're out of business. So what you need is underneath a lot of these lenses is a tripod support, and you mount this part on the tripod for stabilization. But in this case, my straps of choice are made by Peak Design. They're called slides. They're fairly expensive. They're about $80 a piece, but they come with these quick clips that you mount on each of the contact points. And this one clicks in, and I put a contact point on the base of this tripod socket. And when it does, it hangs with the support for the strap and for the camera and lens on the lens itself, and takes some of the pressure off of the camera, thus not damaging the camera. It comes in several different colors. My standard color, I like black. Black is fine. So I thought I'd get a second one for my second camera, and they came out with a brand new color called Coyote. And I thought, well, that sounds kind of cool. And it looked okay from the pictures. But when I got it, it looks kind of Louis Vuittonish, and I wasn't real hip on that. But I like it. It's same exact quality, same except it looks like a woman's handbag kind of strap. And I think eventually I'm going to replace it with a gray one. And the reason I go different colors instead of going both black or something like that is, at a quick glance, I can spot the strap and grab the strap to get me attached to the camera. So when you deal with, hang on a second, when you deal with a bag like this and the insides and everything, and you got all your junk in it, you want to have a good idea what the heck you're grabbing a hold of. And now I'd like to take the time out and say thank you. We appreciate you viewing our videos, and please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, confusions, any of that kind of stuff, man, put them in the comments. We'll answer your comments. And once again, we thank you for viewing, and we'll see you next week. Bye.